Hi, it's Mike Keenan, and on the screen now you'll see a screenshot of a Peace to Prosperity peace deal, which was put forward by the Trump administration before they lost the last election. And this deal officially recognised a Palestinian state within the state of Israel, and this deal was ready to be accepted by the Israeli government, but because Trump lost the election, it was put on hold. Anyway, I'm going to run a video now, which is by a non-Christian channel. It's actually an Israeli channel, which outlines the details of this peace deal. And if you want to watch the full video, I'll leave the links in the description box below. So let's run the video firstly.
People were asking me, the Trump thing, is it good for Israel or is it bad for Israel? Because on the one hand, in his last term, he arguably secured the title of the best president for Israel in America's history. Right? He moved the embassy to Jerusalem. He recognized Israel's sovereignty in the Golan Heights. He defunded UNRWA, the terrorist network. He got moving the Abraham Accords, this historic, unbelievable peace treaties that I myself doubted was ever possible in the pre-Messianic era. But on the other hand, towards the end of his first term, he was planning on pushing through a plan which was being called the Trump Peace Plan. Do you guys remember that? It was officially called Peace to Prosperity, a vision to improve the lives of Palestinian and Israeli people. This is the map of the Palestinian state that he wanted to establish. And it did involve carving up the land of Israel, including parts of Judea and Samaria, to create a Palestinian state. I don't know if you guys remember, we spoke about it on the fellowship then, but they actually created a peninsula-like appendage in order to include our farm onto the part of southeastern Judea that would be in the state of Israel, which on the one hand, I guess, was considerate. They did that literally for us. It was like very flattering to know that Ambassador Friedman and Trump, and well, I don't know if Trump was actually, but they sat down and they worked up the maps and changed it because of our farm. But on the other hand, we would have been surrounded on all sides, God forbid, by a Palestinian terror state in the heart of our ancient God-given homeland, which, by the way, caused me to consider whether it may have been a gift for Trump that he lost the last elections. I really thought that, because what that essentially did was it left him having only done good for Israel, because Israel was going to accept his proposal. It was pretty clear. Everything indicated that the political leadership on our side was ready to accept this, despite the fact that it meant establishing a terror state in the hills of Judea, God forbid. But there's just no denying the truth that the Trump administration were true friends to Israel, or as true as it's ever gotten for us, which is a very stark contrast to the very clear adversarialism or enmity of the Biden administration.
Look, the question I'd like to pose is that, do Christians actually read their Bible anymore? Like, this peace deal was ready to go, but I'm sure it'll come back again. But this time, if it's for 7 years, and it's strengthened, it's for 7 years, and it's strengthened by having the temple rebuilt on the Temple Mount, then that's the start of the tribulation period. Look, I'm going to read a Bible verse. Firstly, this is Daniel 9:27 in the King James Bible. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. These are serious times. And again, I'm going to read another Bible verse, Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. This Bible verse refers to the judgment of the nations at the end of the tribulation period, where God judges the nations. He divides the sheep from the goats. These are serious times. Next, I'm going to read Revelation 6 verse 2. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. So what is this bow? I'll tell you exactly what this bow is. If you go back to Genesis 9, and specifically I'm going to read Genesis 9 verse 13. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. It was God's peace covenant, and he set it in the heavens with a bow. And the enemy is a counterfeiter. So he too has a bow, a peace, which represents peace, a bow, and it's the signing of a peace deal. Look, everything's being set up. These are very serious times. And look, I'm going to run a video now with And Trump says in his own words that he's not a Christian. And I'm going to leave it at that. And at the end of the video, you'll see the good news of the Bible. If you're under conviction, if you're a sinner who needs a Saviour, believe the good news of the gospel. And I'll leave that at the end of the video. God bless you all.
You want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. I'm a Christian.